Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I have another American English listening lesson planned for you guys. This one is from a channel called Jubilee. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm excited. Let's get into it. All right, everyone, let's get started. First, here's what this video is about. In this video, 3 strangers meet to have tea together. And then at the tea set, there are 36 envelopes. Each envelope has a question inside. The 3 strangers will take turns reading the questions and then answering them, and they'll get to know each other really, really well. Let's watch the first clip now.
In 1997, a psychologist conducted an experiment that could lead any 2 people to fall in love using just 36 questions. We took those 36 questions and asked them to 3 complete strangers, just to see what happens.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's up?
How are you? Cheers to new friends.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Name 3 things you and the other 2 appear to have in common.
We all got black pants on.
Ooh.
True.
We are all enjoying this tea.
We're all very beautiful people.
I wish I could have that style.
Oh, come on, look at you. Look at you.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
No.
Oh, I thought about that too. I was like,
I'm from the south side of Chicago. Getting jumped and stuff as a kid is like the worst things, especially being really poor too. However, I don't feel bad about it either. You know, even though they'll both all the time be like, you know, I'm really sorry about this, I'm really sorry about that. I'm like, man, I feel like I came out great.
I'm an only child, surprise.
Nice.
My parents, they came from Vietnam, immigrant parents during the war. They've been in this mode of survival, and they've done everything they possibly can. But unfortunately, I never really got to see them. And in the solitary time that I found within myself, I learned a lot of things about myself. Like, I wouldn't be a musician or an artist, but I think one thing that I do wish was for them, I guess, just to kind of understand me more. Yeah.
Okay, hopefully you were able to understand most of that. Here's the first question. Go back and watch this again if you don't remember. What did Pierre say he would change about the way he was raised? All right, here's an example answer. Hopefully yours sounds a little bit like this. Pierre said his parents immigrated from Vietnam and he didn't get to spend very much time with them. He said he learned a lot about himself while he was alone, but he wished that his parents understood him more. All right, here's some vocabulary. First, the way you were raised, that just means your experience when you were a child growing up. To jump somebody, that is a slang term, and it's for a group of many people to attack a person who is alone and sometimes steal from that person. And then to receive this action, for people to suddenly attack you and steal your things, that's called getting jumped. So Kevin talked about his experience as a child when he was in a poor neighborhood and he got jumped. Let's watch more of the video.
what is your most terrible memory?
Oh, man.
So many.
How many minutes do we have on this?
Mrs. Edwards, 8th grade.
I remember her.
Oh man,
Oh.
so mean to me for no reason. She was like, any questions? I was like, when's the project due? Then she said, when you turn in your project, I'll tell you where the trash can is. And I was like, the fuck?
Car accident. I took a left turn and a giant truck ran a red light and T-boned us. She was in a wheelchair for 5 months, and I could say for sure that moment was when everything changed.
I have a learning disability, which you probably didn't know. It's Asperger's. So growing up, I didn't make a lot of friends, so I kind of stuck to family. That's why I'm more family than friends. I would always go crying, Dad, why don't I have any friends? Like, I feel like I'm alone in this world. But he would always try to like motivate me in the sense of to be more positive, and I feel like that's helped me grow as a person now because, oh man, it's just not something that you should be dealing with as a young child, so yeah.
You're not alone.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. What did Shannon say was her most terrible memory? All right, Shannon said she has a learning disability which made her childhood hard because she didn't have many friends. She felt lonely, but her dad would motivate her and help her stay positive. Okay, now let's look at some vocab. Due means something is expected to be finished at a certain time. T-bone, that is when two things smash into each other, like in the picture. And then dealing with, that is to experience something, usually a bad situation or a problem.
What is your most treasured memory?
This is actually kind of sad. Like 2 years ago, I booked my own show, and I flew my mom out for it. And she just looked at me and she was like, I am so proud of you. And it like, I don't know, just seeing that in her eyes was like the most beautiful moment you could see. Just because it was like pure joy. I like want that again, you know?
Mine was last year, actually. I feel like a lot of my life is like a giant roller coaster, up and down and up and down. Somehow managed a way to make it overseas to Europe.
Where'd you go?
Prague.
Wow.
Okay, I've been to Prague.
And I absolutely felt like I was at home. You know, these old houses with beautiful architecture overlooking a river while the sun sets in the distance and a hill has like butterflies flying around that. It was exactly the world that I wanted to make as a kid. And I will never forget the moment that I first saw that.
Well, you know, we're all going to Prague now.
Oh yeah, true.
Prague, so.
Get on my
Next
ship,
week, yeah,
everyone. I got a
right?
flying ship
Yeah.
waiting
I got
outside.
one.
Let's get
Let's
on
do
it.
Let's do it.
Float on a cloud of Prague. Let's do this.
All right, hopefully you were able to follow that clip. For the next question, what did Kevin say was his most treasured moment? All right, here's an example. Hopefully your answer sounds something like this. Kevin said he booked his own show last year and his mom was incredibly proud of him. This made him very happy because it was a pure moment and he wants to experience that moment again. Okay, here's a few more vocab words. To book something as a verb, it means to reserve it or schedule it so it will definitely happen in the future. And then if something is like a roller coaster, that just means it changes a lot. So it's really, really great, and then it's really terrible, and then it's great again, and it just goes up and down, up and down. Let's watch another section of the video.
If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone?
Jeez.
Right? I'm like, you know, my dad being a single parent and everything like that, like he has a lot of regrets because his methods of raising me, which was harsh at times. And so if I were to die tonight, I'd be kind of sad that I didn't just be like, hey man, you did good. Like, chill. It was all good, you know?
Yeah, yours is really similar to mine. It's so hard to like communicate with my parents. We got so many barriers. We're like strangers living together sometimes. I think at a very young age, the first time I saw a magician, it completely changed my life. So ever since then, I basically just further escape the reality that we generally live in. And every time I tried to show them a magic trick, it was met with very little reaction. So I think I'm just a bit jaded, and a part of me would definitely regret being so distant.
I've lived with my dad basically all my life. My dad recently has been focusing more on death and like doing wills and stuff, and and I don't know. Sorry. Thank you. He's always saying like, oh, you may not have me in a few years, like you have to like start like growing up a little bit more, a little bit faster, and I'm like, sorry. Yeah. But it's like all a learning curve for me, you know, because I wouldn't know what to do next. I'm not prepared, so. Yeah.
All right, that was a pretty serious question. How about this? Can you summarize what Kevin said he would regret if he died tonight? Okay, here's a summary. Hopefully yours was something like this. Kevin said he would regret not telling his father that he did a good job raising him. Kevin said his father was a single parent and was sometimes harsh, but still did a great job raising him. All right, here's some more vocabulary. Geez, that's an exclamation, and it just means to show that you're surprised or annoyed. It's kind of like saying, wow. To chill as a verb, it means to calm yourself down and become more relaxed. As an adjective, it just means to be calm and cool and relaxed. If something is all good, it doesn't literally mean everything is good, but it just means that overall things are good. That there's more good than bad. All right, we are almost done. I have one more clip for you.
Tell the other two what you like about them. Be very honest this time. Saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met.
Who's going first? Okay.
With you, I love how just strong you are, you know? Honest, you just got like a lot of power.
Thank you.
Like I said, man, I feel like you've just got some insight, because there's a lot of life assessment when you are alone, you know? Plus, man, like I said, your style, like I wish I could just pull that off, but it would never work, man. I'm jealous, so.
You gotta try it.
Yeah, I gotta try it, man.
Try
I'm gonna grow
it.
my hair out. It's gonna be a little different, but if I perm it right.
I really admire your drive and your composure. Of a very positive outlook in life that doesn't seem to be shaken very easily. And you, as you were speaking about being bullied, you're not bitter, and you're completely grateful of your life, and you're super gentle, and you're compassionate, and you're able to maintain that throughout your entire life. And that is extremely, extremely admirable.
Well, thank you. When I first saw you, I was thinking, wow, you must be a very open person, just through your style. I feel like with myself, I'm more like reserved. It kind of rubs off on other people in a good way. So, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want more? Awesome.
Hey, we should bottoms up this one.
All right. Okay.
Cheers, bottoms up. Let's do it. New friends.
Ooh, new friends.
And so within a short afternoon, Kevin, Shannon, and Pierre had shared some of their most terrible and precious memories with each other. And they took a picture together to commemorate their communion.
All right, excellent job making it almost to the end of this video. Final question, what did Pierre and Shannon say they liked about each other? So do what Pierre liked about Shannon and what Shannon liked about Pierre. Okay, first, Pierre said that Shannon is not bitter, even though she was bullied, and that she is caring. Shannon said that Pierre is very open, which she likes because she is shy and reserved. Okay, last set of vocabulary. For someone to be strong, it can be physical, so like you can lift heavy things, but also it can be that they're mentally or emotionally strong. That's what Kevin meant when he told Shannon that she was strong, that her emotions and her mind, those are strong. Okay, to pull something off as a verb phrase, this means to make something work or to be successful at something. So Kevin says that he wished he could pull off Pierre's style. Okay, and then very last one, bottoms up. That's an expression. It just means to drink all of something. So when Pierre said bottoms up, he's like saying, let's drink all of the tea. Okay, here are some extra practice ideas if you want to study this video a little bit more. All right, so that's the end. Excellent work. I really hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. If you liked this video, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. All right, so thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye, guys.